In preparation for this Greenote GSC40 whole house carpet cleaning with weighed results, let's actually weigh the empty bin and its included filter there. Okay, seems to be stable, and I'm going to call it at 255.10 grams. How about we take this Greenote GSC40 for a whole house carpet cleaning tour? So, going to have to run it on low speed because I think that's what we're going to need in order to finish all my carpet for both floors. So, here we go. It's a little wild here to drive. Yeah, it's not me, it's just slipping on the carpet. Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep straight. It turns a little too easily, if you know what I mean. So you really have to concentrate to keep this going straight. If it sounds like it's very quiet, that's because it is. And I definitely do not have to hold the power button. Again, I have to get used to how squirrely it is on the carpet. Definitely has issues just kind of going straight. Oh, it turns real easy. Now, we know that this would go underneath absolutely everything. But for the sake of trying to measure exactly 1,000 square feet, I'm going to save that for Mrs. Vaclab, like I have been doing here recently. I think some of the steering issue might be because the wheels are, well, they're very new and they're very slippery. They don't have any grip. So the head slides around. I mean, very easily, like no other machine I've ever really used. Well, the power nozzle would definitely fit in all kinds of small spaces. The handle's great, all right. Yep, just fine. The bristles on this brush roll are incredibly soft. Open the door and everything all at once here. Yeah, this does not stand up on its own, that's for sure. I guess you could say it leaves carpet lines, but they're very, very light. Difficult to see. Let's see, I'm going to use my foot to open the door here. Rather to close it and then reopen it. Don't want to drop the vacuum or have to lay it down. Goes over the floor vents just fine. I'll do my best to hold everything now. There we go. On to the green room. All right, let's take a look and see what we have so far. So there's the dirt pickup. And now, let's see how much of my wife's hair has made it onto the brush roll. Okay, well, I'm not seeing a whole lot in the middle, kind of, strangling the bristles, but I see a bunch right here. And yeah, if you look real close, that's where it winds around. If you have really long hair, it's right on the end of the brush roll, right where the bearings would be. All right, let's go down to the first floor and finish up. A little weird to steer. It's easy to turn. Gets in all types of tight corners, to give you that. I can't get into here with a full-size vacuum cleaner, that's for sure. Take something smaller. So I haven't mentioned battery life. It's pretty good. Down to 1 bar. So will we be able to finish? There's Rosie. I think I'm hearing some wheel noise. Maybe a drop of oil or so would cure that. Okay, all done with 1,000 square feet with this Greenote. So how about we go down to the lab and see how much we picked up. Looks like we got a lot of dog hair. And now for the moment of truth. What did we manage to pick up? So I saw a lot of my wife's hair, to be sure, on the second floor. And on the first floor, a lot of my dog Rosie's hair. So what's the total we got? So I'm going to call it at 257.9 minus the original 255.1. And we have a raw bin score of 2.8 grams. So how about we take a closer look at that? And we need to examine the brush roll as well. Where did all that hair go? So let's see. I can show you the underside of this. There, the motor intake. Squeaky clean. No blow by there. What is in here? How about I start from the top? Okay. Here's this interior premotor filter with the premotor screen. Maybe I'll get that a little bit closer. So this, you can, it's going to make a little bit of a mess. You know what? I think I will attempt to include that in the extracted pickup. I mean, let's see. Will this work? Oh, yeah, okay, a little bit. It's not going to add up to a whole lot, but I mean, why not? Here, so here's the clean screen. There, that's pretty simple. Let's take a look at the filter itself. Sans the screen. That's pretty clean. Looks like the screen did its job. All right. Well, let's see. I will be as careful as I can. There we go. Plop. Yeah, definitely plop. And I'll take the little cyclone out. Ooh, kind of stuck over here. There we go. All right, that's fairly easy. That's about as clean as anybody's going to bother to fiddle with that, I suppose. All right. This, well, I mean, look, that's the inside. It's just a light coating of stuff and just one hair. All right, that's pretty good. So one hair wrapped around that metal screen. Okay, that's about as good as we're probably going to see with that. So if we examine this, I'm seeing the light brown stuff is my dog, and the light gray stuff is, you know, carpet and dust bunnies and whatever else. Now the big thing is, let's see what all this weighs. I am not seeing any appreciable fine dust. There's a tiny bit in there, but not very much at all. Okay, let's do, I'll try to shake as much dust from this as possible, but there's just not that much there. Okay, fibrous material, hair, some carpet fibers. Got some other extraneous junk in there. A little bit of rocky stuff, and you know, just a tiny bit of non-fibrous material. There's one more hair. Okay, so extracted, we're looking at 2.44, and now let's put the non-fibrous material, or mostly non-fibrous material, in there, and we come up to a total of, get a little closer, a total of, I'm going to block the glare of the light there. Oh well, this is what I have, 2.68 grams, there we go, 2.68 grams extracted. Let's take a closer look at this brush roll. Got a preview of it earlier in the video. Let's see what it takes to get this thing clean. So no clogs or anything like that in the rest of the power nozzle. Everything is clean and clear. So let's see if we can figure out what we got here. Let's get real close. So this is wound around in there, and you know what? If you leave that in there, it's going to cause some problems. So like I said, if you have long hair, you're going to have to figure out a way to cut this off on a regular basis. So you see how tight that's wound around in there, and I don't think, oh good, well, I can at least get that part off. I don't think, yeah, I can't get to anything else. So we'll just have to kind of work on this to get that off. And there's, you know, there's other tools you can use, obviously, which I may actually bring out, because that is, yeah, that's pretty tough. I think I might get some nippers. Okay, so we got a bunch there. Yeah, you can see the hair piling up. Now, you know what's so interesting is it's not wound around the actual center of the brush roll where the bristles are. It's not, you know, trying to tie or squeeze those down. The hair has literally moved to the outside of both ends of the brush roll. That's something. I don't know if I've ever really seen that just yet, not to this degree anyway. Okay, so let me get some nippers. And if you wanted to put a small drop of high-speed bearing oil, like 3-in-1 blue can, you could put that right there if you wanted to. Let me get some nippers. have to try to dig this out without hurting the native bristles that are in there. If you don't have real long hair, I can't imagine this is going to be a problem. If you do, then you're seeing what happens. All right, that definitely made quick work of everything, I think. So we can put this in there. So it's this little pile of hair. Doesn't seem like much, but it's gonna put additional drag on this 15-watt brush roll, and that's definitely not something you want. Let's go ahead and put this back in. And there you go. Okay, there's one more thing we need to do. We need to figure out how long this battery lasts, because it still isn't out of a charge. One thing for sure, the battery life in this Greenote was definitely long enough to handle all my carpet, and frankly then some. So let's find out exactly how long it lasts by running it until it stops. So squeaky wheels. And this is something else I kind of want to show you, at least for carpet. So it's a little difficult to handle because the wheels are kind of slippery. So I can just kind of push it, and you really have to struggle a little bit with it to keep it going in a particular direction. And if you hear any wheel squeaking, it's because I haven't lubricated the wheels just yet. But you can do that, and it'll take care of any wheel squeaking. Like that. Oh, that's it. That's it. There. And now it's blinking right there. So it went down to a blinking single light, and then all three lights blinked, and then that's the end of it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put in the video exactly how many minutes it lasted, but I'm sure it was literally a good long time. So now I need to charge this up and get it ready for other things. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.